Hello, hello, hello. I am Natalie Gray Warren. I am a transformational coach and speaker and a licensed professional counselor. I'm the founder and leader of the Whole Woman Experience, where we empower women to have the courage, compassion, and confidence to be the woman that they were created to be. I'm excited about being able to come on this afternoon and share some nuggets with you in regards to, I think, the things that God has been saying to me. And so I want to spend a little bit of time, if you're willing, to talk about what do you do while your gift makes room for you. And if you haven't heard of that, that is actually a biblical principle that says that your gifts will make room for you and bring you before great men. And so I want to spend some time with you because in this season of my life, I have actually been doing these two things that I think are important and will also help you. The first thing is, I think that we have to let go of this idea that when we say your gifts will make room for you, that means you just sit back and everything just falls in your lap, and that you don't have to do much or anything in order for that to happen. Now, that may happen for a few folk, but for the majority of us, it requires that we do something. I often say your participation is required. And so it means that you have to do something. And so I have been working on some things and I'm actually actively doing them. So when we say try, let's teachable moment here. When we say trying to do things, it kind of seems like we're not actively doing anything. But I have been intentional in doing some things recently in order for me to go where I believe God has taken me. And so I have been getting a little frustrated and somewhat discouraged at times because it doesn't seem to happen as quickly as I'd like. And one of the things I believe God has said to me that I want to encourage you with as well is that instead of me waiting for the opportunity to come, God says to me, Natalie, create the opportunity. So the example here for me has been I've been wanting to do more speaking because I just believe God has given me a message that needs to go beyond my circle of influence. And so I have been actively doing, preparing, waiting on that to happen. And so with that comes frustration. It comes disappointments because I think it doesn't happen on my timelines. But God says to me, Natalie, instead of waiting, create it. He says, create opportunities for you to speak. And so this Facebook Live is actually an example of me creating an opportunity for me to speak, to share with you what I believe God has given me. The second thing that I think is important as you are waiting for your gifts to make room for you is that you have to develop the skills, the gifts, the abilities that God has given you. And so in this season, if you find yourself here, develop them, whether that looks like you get some books and you read and study, that you sit under someone else's mentorship, that you go to a conference or go to a workshop, that if you're good with numbers, you start doing things that are helping you to continue with that versus sitting back and waiting. Because we oftentimes can agree that we'll do that. But I do believe your participation is required. I often refer back to the Bible, which has so many principles in it. But another one is every miracle that happened in the Bible, if you really study each of them, each person had to do something. God took them but so far, and then he says, here's what you have to do to receive that. And so I would ask you the question, what are you doing while you're waiting for your gift to make room for you? What steps have you taken? What challenges are you overcoming? What resources are you seeking so that you can be able to be the person, the woman you were created to be? I'm excited about sharing this opportunity with you because this is an example of me creating that what I had asked God for myself. I would love to support you in doing and those things that you would like to do, and you may need extra support or help with that. And I'm open to supporting you do that. You can find more information about me and what I do at www.awaken2power.com. I look forward to supporting you be the woman you were created to be. Perfect, complete, and lacking nothing.